Welcome back to Liberty Nation TV. I'm your host, Scott DeCosenza, legal affairs editor for LibertyNation.com, and I'm hosting our managing editor, Mark Angelides. Welcome, Mark.
Hey, Scott. Thanks for having me.
Well, you're welcome. And you are here with a, what did you call it? A State of the Union. We're going to do an update now on the Democrats who wish to win their nomination for candidate for president of the United States. Fighting it out. What is the state of affairs right now, Mark? It seems to be getting a bit nasty.
Yes, I think internecine warfare is really the phrase of the day. It appears to have become a bloody battle, with each one attempting to either remove, metaphorically decapitate, as in take out the top edge of the leadership, or basically just run down into the dirt all of their fellow contenders as they grasp for those precious few polling points heading into Super Tuesday.
Well, Mark, I think it was months ago on a Liberty Nation TV spot, or perhaps published on the pages, the digital pages of LibertyNation.com, that a number of candidates' reputations might not survive their bid and the primary process. Why now? What's the latest with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I predicted, as many people did, that as the contest went on, as the outliers gradually dropped out, as Cory Booker has now, Marianne Williamson have now, that the few left in would begin going after each other. So as opposed to a party of unity with a united cause, they would eventually turn into some political mud wrestling, with each one bringing up the other's past, trying to do down their apparent party mates in an attempt to give themselves a boost. For example, we just had Elizabeth Warren bringing up a conversation she apparently had with Bernie Sanders in 2018, in which he said that he didn't think a woman could win the White House. Now, that's Bernie Sanders' opinion, apparently, according to Elizabeth Warren. But the reason that she's bringing it up now is because Elizabeth Warren, for example, is now dropping rather drastically in the betting odds and the polls. And Bernie Sanders' star happens to be on the rise. So with those two vying for the soul of the progressive side of the Democrat Party, it's very much that Bernie Sanders has become Elizabeth Warren's main competitor for that vote share. And therefore, he's now
look forward to more reports of years-old conversations and dark truths they reveal about people that they've stood next to in electoral bodies for years with, and called their good friend, by the way. That's
Twitter archaeology is the new name of the game.
Is there a candidate who you like to kind of emerge relatively unscathed from this? Who's most likely to sort of benefit from the current fighting?
Well, funnily enough, I think the candidate who's going to emerge the most unscathed from the primary is Joe Biden. And there's a reason for this. You see, possibly one of the easiest candidates for President Trump to take on head-to-head in the election is Joe Biden, because he represents essentially the swamp. This is what Donald Trump campaigned on 2016. And Joe Biden is an integral part of that Washington DC machine. So what's been happening is you'll notice that the videos of Joe Biden stroking young children's hair and parents pulling their children away in fright and fear and disgust from Mr. Biden have all sort of disappeared. Now, it's funny that let's say the right hand side of American politics, whether that's Republicans, pure Trumpers, conservatives, neoconservatives, that they aren't bringing these videos out. So what I'm suspecting is that it's being held in reserve. So the Trump campaign and other people on the right are essentially keeping their powder dry, letting the Democrats tear each other apart, which is very much apparent in the progressive wing. And then when Joe Biden eventually emerges from this bloody field of candidates left behind him, then we'll start seeing those videos again. We'll start seeing the memes come out. It'll be very much a mimetic warfare for the presidency in 2024. Sorry, for 2020.
In 2020, it's all meme warfare in politics. You heard it from Mark Angelides. Thank you, Mark. For LibertyNation.com, this is Scott Cosenza. Thanks for watching.
Hi, folks. Lisa K. Donner here, Editor-in-Chief of LibertyNation.com. We hope you enjoyed watching this video, maybe even learned a thing or two. If so, please take a moment and subscribe to our YouTube channel right down there in the corner. Thanks so much.